Today we'll be discussing my extreme and unhealthy obsession with Harry Potter. But we will be discussing this obsession in a more serious but playful tone. The Harry Potter franchise is a $15 billion brand with 400 books sold worldwide, translated into 67 languages, and its own theme park, and 8 box office hit movies. My research topic is actually how the Harry Potter series and Catholic social teachings go hand in hand to make it a perfectly acceptable book for children and teenagers. The series, created by J.K. Rowling, is set in an enchanted and fantasy world of witchcraft and wizardry. This witchcraft and wizardry is actually the center of the controversy for most of the series. Some parents believe that exposing their children to Harry Potter will primarily expose them to witchcraft, but Harry Potter is much more complex than just wand waving. With the Catholic social teachings of love, the dignity of the human person, the battle between good and evil, the importance of community, and judgment embedded as the themes of the series, it is easy to spot the Catholic similarities in the Harry Potter series. Though included, the lovey-dovey teenage romance is not an important style of love in the series. The most prominent theme is sacrificial love. Of course, the sacrificial love does not outshine the sacrifice of Jesus Christ on the cross, but the sacrifice it is highlighted is the sacrifice of Harry's parents for his salvation. Another example of sacrificial love throughout the series is during the first book when Ron sacrifices himself during the game of wizard chess so that Harry and Hermione can continue on in hope of finding the Sorcerer's Stone. The most basic principle of Catholic moral life is the awareness that every person bears their own dignity. Catholic social teaching proclaims that the true test of morality is how the most vulnerable members of our community are faring. In the first book of the series, Harry could have allowed his famous standing to guide his decisions. He could have, in fact, ditched Ron Weasley and become friends with a more popular wizard like Draco Malfoy. Luckily, the Harry Potter series doesn't follow a snobby lead character, but in fact is centered around a ground, level-headed boy, even though he is a celebrity. Though Dobby isn't a human person, the way Harry treats the house elf throughout the series shows his true character. Likewise, Harry recognizes the dignity, forgiveness Peter Pettigrew deserves after betraying Harry's parents. Also evident throughout the series is the apparent battle between good and evil. Do good, avoid evil is the first principle of the natural law. There is an objective good and an objective evil. But in this series, these objective evils are set in the world of witchcraft and wizardry. The Harry Potter character kind of goes hand in hand with the common good of the Catholic social teaching. The common good is understood as the social conditions that allow people to reach their full human potential and to realize their human dignity. Harry Potter kind of epitomizes these own and his true character. Likewise, in the series, there is the understanding that good will ultimately conquer evil. Harry Potter himself is the chosen one, the wizard of great power who will defeat the darkness or Voldemort in the series. But Harry cannot complete this task alone. Universal in almost all settings of the series, the importance of community and family life is used for love and growth for all the characters. While the lack of Harry's parents is like a great, not elephant in the room, but a really key factor to the series, Harry's most important family unit is the Weasley family. They are accepting, loving, and they show the importance of family life as a pillar in the community. Also, by opening every book with Harry's terrible experiences with the Dursleys at 4 Privet Drive, Rowling is then able to emphasize Harry's experiences outside of the Dursleys' house. Furthermore, the theme of community coincides with the Catholic social teaching on solidarity, as the Hogwarts houses and, I guess, families kind of categorize and epitomize. However, not everyone in these family units is how they appear upon first impression. Not all characters who appear bad are necessarily evil, and likewise with the characters who are wearing a mask and pretend to be good. The Catholic social teaching on the principle of human equality states that treating those with the justice and equality and acceptance is due to each person. So, this is prevalent in Harry Potter because characters like Snape and Neville, who appear to be black and white, either Snape, evil and scary, turns out to be one of Harry's biggest allies in the end. It then becomes helpful to ask the question of what would Jesus do with Harry Potter? Would it be warned against or condemned because it is clearly stated in the Bible that let no one among you who sacrifices their son or daughter in the fire, who practices divination or sorcery, interprets omens, engages in witchcraft or casts spells, or who is a medium or spiritualist, or who consults the dead. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord, because these things are the same detestable practices the Lord your God will drive out of the nations before you. And this is Deuteronomy chapter 18, 10 through 12. So it's clearly stated in the Bible that it is not okay to practice witchcraft. But the thing with the Harry Potter witchcraft, it's that it's its own form. It's made up. It's not real. It's just to give the themes in Harry Potter more of a fun background. In truth, it is difficult to judge a work solely on the subject matter alone, because the Bible, in fact, itself does contain witchcraft. So if that's what the arguments are based on, that Harry Potter contains witchcraft and it's exposing your children to witchcraft, well, so does the Bible. Not that I'm saying anything against the Bible, we all know, I'm trying to make a different point. We have to be mature in our thinking and ask what the work says about witchcraft, or what the work uses witchcraft to say. Because even though J.K. Rowling herself is not Catholic or even Christian, she still uses primarily Christian social teachings to deliver the message of Harry Potter fluidly. And perfectly with the Catholic social teachings of love, the battle between good and evil, the importance of community, the importance of judgment, and the dignity of the human person, she has delivered a perfectly thought out message that is totally acceptable for children of all ages and should be allowed within the Catholic Church. With J.K. Rowling's edition of the Catholic social teachings as themes of Harry Potter, the book in question is not dangerous to children. The witchcraft is merely used as a background for the story that incorporates the Catholic social themes. So, thank you for listening to my argument, and have a wonderful day and be kind to one another. The series, created by J.K. Rowling, is set to enters our choices far more than our abilities, such as J.K. Rowling was able to include the Harry Potter themes of